Hi Cancer, this is Michelle from Moonshade Tarot. Now, right now, we're going to be doing your July 2020 reading. So I've pulled out two oracle cards already just to get a overall theme for the month for you. So we've got the initiation and the ever unfolding rose. Now, I'm going to read the bottom of the cards to you. So it says, rites of passage, crossing the threshold, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So right away, this gives me the sense that July is probably going to feel like quite a difficult month for you guys. But there's something being birthed here. There's some healing probably that's taking place in July on a really deep transformative cellular level. So I'm going to dive right in and we're going to get some more details. But it may feel this month like, you're in this really dark space. It could be quite a challenging energy for you guys this month. Okay. Roses. You've got roses. You've got a lot of major arcana cards here, guys. It's like an incredible amount of major arcana cards. Which shows me that you're going through a hugely important cycle. Hugely important cycle in your life. This is absolutely incredible. So, of the 11 cards that I've got out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are major arcana. Like, the majority of cards in the tarot are not major arcana, and major arcana are all the cards about like these huge as spiritual life themes. So this month is going to be intense. What I'm seeing straight away, right off the bat, is I think there may be a relationship breakup for some of you. Really, for most of you, this is just screaming out at me. So basically here we've got the Emperor and the Empress. This card, these cards are like a pair in the tarot. And then next to that, we've got the Two of Cups, and it's in reverse. This indicates to me that there's a relationship breakup. It just does. But what's really interesting about this, here's the thing. If you're going through a relationship breakup this month and it's come unexpectedly or it's just not something you wanted, I'm going to tell you something right now that you're probably not wanting to hear right now. That's okay. It's a process of getting to accept a breakup. But what the cards are telling me, so please maybe file this in the back of your head for when you are ready to hear it, which may not be until the end of the month. But what this card is telling me, with the Creator here and Innocence, which by the way, this is the Sun card, this is the happiest card on the deck. This is telling me that this is actually for the best. This is actually for your highest good. So it may not feel like it at the time, right? So it's a judgment of sorts. It's a day of reckoning. It's like if this has been a relationship where you've had some difficulties with this person in the past, right? And you've been trying to work through it. I mean, this could even be a marriage. This does not seem like a casual relationship or someone you've just started getting to know. This seems like a real long-term commitment kind of breakup kind of energy. So it may have been something that you've been trying to work on. It may have been like you may have gone to marriage counselling, or you just may have been trying to work it out between each other, and you may come to an impasse this month where you just realize we've looked at this from every which way. We can't figure out how to get on the same page. It's just not working. It could be that kind of energy, or it could be that one person just wants out and maybe you didn't get any warning. I don't know. I almost feel though like you're the person that's getting left, or you're the person that was more invested in wanting this relationship to continue and to work. Because with here we've got it's happening for you, not to you. Now bear in mind, energies can be reversed in readings. So if this reading makes sense, but you're the person that wanted out, you're the person that wanted to leave, this is still your reading if the rest of it makes sense, because energies can be reversed. But I'm getting probably for most of you watching this, you were probably the one that was wanting to stay in this and that was wanting it to work, and maybe the other person's left, or you just got to a point where you realized as much as you wanted it to work, like it just can't. With the Star card in reverse, it's like you got to the place where things were hopeless. Like you might have been feeling quite depressed about this. Like you just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the Hierophant here, this is what makes me think it's a really long-term marriage, because the Hierophant can represent institutions. It can represent the institution of marriage itself. And the Five of Wands, this is in reverse. Now, this is a card that a lot of people, including myself, I don't particularly love it when this card comes out for me either. But in the upright, it's still a challenging energy. But in the upright, for me, the Five of Wands is sort of an energy of like, we're fighting, but we're fighting because we're still invested and we still are trying to figure out how to make this work. In the reverse, I just think it's you've gotten to the point where you realize that maybe this can't work. At least not right now. Who knows? This relationship may come back around at some point in the future. For some of you, this may actually be like a twin flame, soulmatey kind of relationship, because it is the Emperor and the Empress, which if those labels of twin flame, soulmate, anything of that kind of resonates with you, these are the two cards that represent those, the two partners. So, and if you're familiar with the twin flame or soulmate journey, often what Spirit does is he will draw two people together and then pull them apart, draw two people together and pull them apart. And in the pulling apart, it's a time of growth, it's a time of healing, it's a time of working on yourself, because you've triggered each other to a certain point and you're not ready for each other yet, and there's nothing more that you can do for each other together. And so you need to pull apart to heal. So it could be that kind of dynamic where this may come back around in the future, but it also may not. It also may not. We do have here the Magician, which is an energy of manifestation. Can also be an energy of manipulation though. And then finally we have the Death card, which I think is just symbolizing that this is a very painful ending. I do want to get a clarifier on the Magician and on the Death card, just to see where this is going. Oh, goodness. So the clarifier to the Magician is the sudden wealth card in reverse. I'm getting two messages, okay? So one may apply to you, or they both may apply to you. Okay, so one message that I'm getting is that one partner, and I do think it's probably the masculine, but it could be either way. One of the reasons for this breakup is someone might have had an addiction. Specifically, I'm getting to gambling. It doesn't have to be though. It could be to alcoholism, to drugs, anything of that sort. And because of that, there's nothing more you can manifest with this person. Because if you were to stay in a relationship with them, at this point in time, they're going to drag you down. That could be a reason for this breakup. That's not going to apply to everyone. So if that's not you, this is just saying, like, your fortune has really turned south in this relationship. The relationship just isn't abundant anymore, plain and simple. It could have also been a case of someone was deceitful with money. They might have been spending your money. They might have been financially abusive, so trying to control your resources to keep you in the relationship potentially, or vice versa. Again, that may not apply to everyone. But the reason I am saying that is because with the Death, there was the energy of imprisonment. And then we've got another card which I think is coming in after that. So I do think that there's an energy of, in this relationship, whether you see it now or not, you were trapped. You were trapped. They were probably trapped just because if a relationship's not working for one person, it's really not working for the other person either. Even if it is some kind of weird dysfunctional power imbalance kind of thing, it means that the other person, even if they're the one that has power over you, like, they're not balanced themselves either. So because you don't have relationships that work like that when both people are balanced. So there's an energy of imprisonment. But what Spirit wants you to know is that happiness is around the corner, you know, and there is actually light at the end of that tunnel there, even though you can't see it now and you can't feel it now and you can't perceive it now. There is actually light at the tunnel, because by putting an end to this, you're freeing yourself from an energy of imprisonment. And this card is the last card, and we're going to end on this. So this is the courtship card. Now, what I want you to know about this card in this deck is this is not an energy of dating specifically. It can be. But more generally, this is a card of getting out there. It's an energy of meeting new people, trying new hobbies, making new friends. And I think that this is the energy when you're ready for it, okay? You know, like, allow yourself to grieve the loss of this if you need to. Like, perfectly natural, perfectly normal. But when you're ready, do actually put yourself back out there in society. You don't have to do it in a dating sense, but the energy of going out, trying new hobbies, playing sports, going to social events with friends, stuff like that. I really do feel like this is going to recharge your energy and bring in stability. Number 4 is an energy of stability and rebuilding foundations, and because there is a lot of happiness energy here for you. There's a lot of positive, creative energy here for you. But you probably can't feel that right now. It does seem like this is going to be a difficult month for you. I am very clearly seeing a relationship breakup. Yeah. I mean, for some of you, again, this is only going to be a tiny message, maybe for one person, right? With this energy here, remember how I said this could be an energy of addictions. And then we have the death and the imprisonment energy. This could actually be an energy of, if you are in a relationship with a partner that does have addictions and that potentially has been engaging in some criminal activity, this could actually be an energy of, particularly with judgment here too, this could actually be an energy of they get caught. They go to jail. And that's part of what ends this relationship for you. Again, no matter what it is you're going through this month, Cancer, and please do not make this reading fit if it doesn't fit your circumstances at all. Never do that, please, guys. But if this reading does fit for you, this is happening for your highest good. Like I say, I don't think you're going to be able to really feel that right now or really believe that. But if you can, try and tuck that knowledge away in the back of your head, because I can very clearly see in the cards, this is for your highest good. And once you grieve this and once you move through this very difficult, tricky energy, you give yourself a bit of time and you get back out there in society, you meet new people, you try some new things. There's a lot of happiness and joy that's going to come on the other side of this. How quickly is it going to come? I can't tell you that. Time is fluid, energy is fluid, but this is a season. It literally is a rite of passage. You're crossing a threshold. You're leaving a life here, a life that you maybe thought would continue and evolve, but you're not. You're leaving it here. And over here, there's a brand new life that's even better, I want to say. But there's a tricky in between. Tricky in betweens are never fun. They're never fun. Not for anyone. Most of us have been through something like this at some point in time. You will get through it. You will get through it. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Things do look promising once you get on the other side of it. Just be gentle with yourself this month, okay? That's really the best that you can do. It is a very tricky energy. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It is what it is. So I do want to send you a lot of love, a lot of light. I'm thinking of you. I'm hoping that, you go easy on yourself this month. You'll get there. You'll get there. Okay, guys. Bye.